Hi, I'm Steve Jones from SQL Server Central and Redgate Software. This is a Monday monitor tip on the new analysis graph. So depending on when you go, if you go to monitor.redgate.com and you look on the what's new, you'll see in 14.12 we got this new analysis graph. Like there's other things that have happened, but that's what I want to talk about today. So if I go to here to the analysis, lots of customers will use this to analyze their servers. You'll see I've got a graph, right, a time range, and it says add metric. So here I'm gonna search for my cluster, and I'm gonna add all machines, right, both sides of my cluster. And you'll notice that I'm getting two graphs here. An interesting thing is now if I pick a point on the graph, I don't just get the value, but I get the min, mean, and max, which is kind of interesting, right? Statistically, I can see that 1.4 is close to the min, whereas if I were to come up here, you can see that I'm close to the max here. It's not the max, but it's close, right? And same thing if I pick the other graph. Now, I also get this over here, and you'll see I get both of the items on the graph. And if I want to add a metric, like let's say that I want to look for something like, let's look for batch requests, and for the same as above, we'll do all. You'll notice now that my scale on this side, let's scroll over here, right? This is changed into numbers because my batch requests are a scalar value, right? This is 109, which is the max on this graph. And this is the percentage, right? And it's scaled up there, okay? If I change my time frame, like I can hold down control here and I can use my wheel and I can increase or decrease the amount of time. So if I wanted to go back and say, you know, let's look at 9 hours here. You'll see it scale out, and it's showing me 9 hours worth of data here, okay? Or I could just pick up here and say I want 24 hours worth of data. And this scales out, so I can kind of see for my CPU, which is the blue and purplish or items, how do those scale with the number of batch requests, okay? And so I can do some analysis here, right, that say our batch requests went up here on this node, which is 4, and my CPU is orange, and I didn't get a lot more batch requests, right? If my CPU went up, sorry, right? But over here, you know, I can see batch requests rising on 4. Is my CPU going up? No, it's relatively low. So this might be the type of analysis that I want to do and look at this. And if I want to add more metrics, I can just click here, and then I'll have other metrics that I can say, well, maybe I want compilations, same as above, right? And I'll get some more data. Of course, then I have to be careful of what I'm actually doing. Here I'm looking at compilations. Here I'm looking at batch requests, right? So you can see that my statistics are changing. So what's new about this? What's different? Well, tell us if you like this, but if I switch to the classic experience, I lose my metrics, which is kind of annoying, but let's just add them back, right? Add those in there. Here you'll notice if I pick a value, I only get the value, right? If I pick this, I don't know if this is the peak or not, okay? And if I go to statistics, I only get this for the first machine. I'm not getting it for the second one, okay? This doesn't take up the whole space. The legend is over here on the right. You know, a lot of this stuff still works. I can scale this if I want to, and it fixes things, right? But if I want to add a metric, I got to scroll down and click add another metric here. And to me, that's been kind of an annoying thing as I'm trying to work with this. It's just kind of a pain. You know, and the fact that I only see one of the statistical values here is annoying, right? Whereas if I switch to the new one, I think you'll see this is a lot cleaner type of look. Now, if you haven't tried this, it is useful. If you haven't tried Redgate Monitor, it's a world-class monitoring solutions for your systems. And again, you know, if you've got feedback, let us know what you think about the new feature, and you can fill out our survey. I'm Steve Jones for Redgate Software and SQL Server Central.